continue on with our show. We have a lot going on, but we know a huge part of our show and the most meaningful part of our show is truly our awards. So let's dive into our next award. The Commit to Care Service Award recognizes an alum whose dedicated work and model service have benefited society and the profession of nursing. Recipients have demonstrated selfless, ongoing community service on a local, state, national, or international level. We were able to connect with our nominees, Jamerson Holloway, Stephanie Rossi, and Kyle Hauser, to learn a little bit more about them and have pulled together their video stories for you now. So let's hear from our nominees.
While at Chamberlain, our health department, they had a program where they just wanted to kind of do like an outreach into the barbershops. And why not talk about health? Why not talk about diabetes? Why not bring up those challenging subjects? You know, the first couple of times they're like, no. I got them to the point where hypertension became a game to them. It was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure my blood pressure is gonna be lower next week, or my blood pressure is gonna be lower than his. I mean, it became like a competition. Nursing teaches you how to be selfless. I challenge somebody to be better than me. Take it to the next level.
I am very passionate about being able to provide nursing, not only here at the clinic level, but also out in the community and volunteer services as well. It's not just the patients that continue to inspire me, but it's also our team members that we have, whether or not we're getting somebody who has very little experience in nursing or somebody who has, 20 or 30 years in cardiology. Being able to bring somebody into the clinic, find out where their baseline is, and then continuing to challenge them to make sure that they're growing themselves, no matter if they've been here for 20 years or if they've been here for 2 days.
I work in the community as an activist and in partnering to help improve Black maternal health. I became a nurse to help people during their toughest time. I feel that working with the most vulnerable populations and giving them a platform to drive the care that they need will make the entire world a better place, not just one hospital or one zip code, that it will have a really big effect. So making sure that that platform is had and that those tables are opened and bringing that population in is something that I will not stop advocating for and doing.
Wow. All of those nominees are so inspiring, aren't they?
Yes, nurses make a difference.
Yes, making a difference for sure. And at this time, we'd like to welcome back our amazing provost, Dr. Carla Sanderson, who will be announcing the grand prize winner of the Commit to Care Service Award. So Dr. Sanderson, are you with us?
Right. Chamberlain's inaugural alumni Commit to Care Service Award winner. Dr. Tracy Long from his home campus in Las Vegas. Dr. Long describes Jamerson as the epitome of the nurse that Florence Nightingale would be proud of. Jamerson manages 2 large teams of veterans at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs in Las Vegas. He oversees the care for 2,100 patients. His passion for helping people has taken him on mission trips around the world, as we saw in his video, including areas of significant poverty and vulnerability in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Jamerson is passionate about educating African-American men about health risks, as he said, including hypertension and diabetes. To prove what I say is true, I'm going to emphasize what we saw. Jamerson volunteers 3 Saturdays a month at local barbershops to give the knowledge to his community that he has as a nurse. Meeting people where they are, being a friend, sharing a story, and sharing his passion for helping others. As he says himself, one person at a time, one veteran at a time. We are watching you, Jamerson. You say you want to change the trajectory of people's lives with a simple and humble act of kindness. You are doing just that. By sharing yourself and your nursing knowledge through friendship and conversation in such an unexpected place as the barbershop, a safe place, comfortable, a place of community. You're changing lives there. What an inspiration you are, Jamerson. Across these 4 years since you graduated from Chamberlain, you have been paying Chamberlain Care forward as an alumnus of this university, and in so doing, inspiring us to ask ourselves, what is it that I can do? Join me in celebrating Jamerson's outstanding service.
My name is Jamerson Holloway, and I am a RN manager at the VA.
The veteran group was personal for me. I wanted to go into the military. I wanted to go into the Army. I actually tried to go into the Army, but I had asthma, so I was 4F, which for those who know 4F, you kind of disqualify from service. So once I became an RN and the opportunity presented itself for me to serve my veterans, I kind of embraced it and said, you know what, this is my way to serve my country. This is the way I can serve my veterans, is to educate myself and to help bring them into a more proactive and engaged role of self-management, chronic disease management, and prevention. I love nursing because I love to learn. One thing about nursing, change is inevitable. We might be doing it one way for 3 years, and then 2 years later they change it and we doing it 180 degrees the other way, because we found out that it's evidence-based to do it this way and opposed to the way that we've been doing it. It's critical that if we are going to bring African American men, Black men, to be more engaged in healthcare and prevention and getting checked, then they need to be able to see themselves in these roles. Yes, I'm a Black male nurse, and that's cool, that's okay. I have something to offer you. I have something that I can tell you. I have something that I can teach you. And I think that as that relates to the barbershop initiative, it makes me more receivable. And when they see me delivering that message, it makes it more palatable for them. And I'm just going to keep going so that I can learn along with them. I love to travel. I love going overseas and being able to help people who don't necessarily have the same amenities that we have. Because at the end of the day, when you go to these different places and you volunteer, it's going to change you. It's going to make you a better person. It's going to make you a more compassionate person. You become more polished. And that's what allows you to be able to share your message with more individuals and just make your community a better place to live. This right here is, it was so unexpected. I did not know, I had no idea. And just to be a recipient of this award, I can't wait to pay it forward and, honor next year's recipient. And this year, just be worthy. Just be worthy. I can't wait to call my mom. So I want to say thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. This is for you, Irma.
Yeah, right. We all have huge smiles on our face. So heartwarming, so inspirational. I love how Jamerson impacts at scale, working with more than 2,000 veterans and at the grassroots level in community barbershops, and his impact globally as well. Truly a humble servant leader.
Mm-hmm. And his personality is just so magnetic, don't you think? No wonder he's garnered all the trust from his peers and his neighbors, and going into those barbershops. That was just so inspirational.
And Dr. Sanderson, what are your thoughts?
I want to meet him. I want to be in the same room with Jamerson.
too.
I hope that will happen at some point. Truly embodies everything we aspire to. We talk about graduating change agents. That's what we saw right there. Such a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
I love that he recognized his mom too, and he just did it in the chat. Wasn't that sweet? I saw that fly through.
I think that's amazing. So congratulations, Jamerson. So wonderful. We are honored to hear your story.